Chang says that Kim Jong-un almost certainly was paying attention to the U.S. missile test.
The North Koreans are looking at this test, and they're going to probably decide that they can overwhelm the American system. You got to remember that this test was successful, but it was under ideal conditions where we knew the test was going to take place.
Pentagon officials say today's test cost about $244 million. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
It is 6:30.
A missile test costs $244 million. Why does it cost that much? And maybe I just freaking fucked my phone, so maybe I'm upside down. Because I can't remember exactly the way that I was recording myself. What it comes down to is that it costs money for ammunition. Munitions are not cheap. Munitions are not free. And also the target. And one could easily assume at this point in time, and maybe I should do some further research just to see if my numbers add up. But I would only suggest that it's something similar to a drone. Well, I shouldn't say similar to a drone. I would say that it shot a drone down, and it was a United States aircraft, military aircraft, that was retrofitted to become autonomous. And granted, it cannot perform the same, have the same capabilities as some of the most modern aircraft. What it does do is allow for adequate testing. Why does this level, the testing and whatnot? Because essentially what it comes down to is it doesn't take much to convert a freaking first generation, second generation, third generation aircraft into an autonomous vehicle, and even a fourth generation or fifth generation aircraft. If we're able to put commercial airliners into an autonomous flight, essentially what that means is that they're going to be performing within their specifications, their computation abilities. With this being said, a lot of the Russian tests that went on had a deal. Russian aircraft tests that were going on, they had to deal with Soviet era, Cold War era weapon system. How to find my keys. The other thing with that is that if something really, so the reason why it costs $240-something million to do this military test is because there's other technology, there's defense measures deployed as well. There was this technology that was deployed. And so $240 million just for a single flight. And so if we wanted to do 5 of these things, that'd be over $1 billion. Over $1 billion. See how easy it is for the military budget to skyrocket? And with that being said, that's a good cause for a black budget with NASA programs. Oh no, now I'm just going to sound like crap about conspiracy theorists. Well, why is it that we can't fully explore Antarctica? Because it's too cold. Why is it that we can't explore the depths of the ocean? Because, well, it's too mighty. But we can explore space. When we have these spacesuits which are able to like, okay, so this is the thing. And on the moon, there is an atmosphere. And so in the shade, it's one temperature. And in the sun, it's another temperature. And so an astronaut who is facing the sun is exposed to over 100 degrees centigrade of radioactivity, thermal radioactivity, while their reverse side is exposed to, well below minus 0 degrees centigrade. And so the same system is negating 100 degrees Celsius of difference, at the very least. I'm being very forgiving with my numbers. But we can't explore the depths of the ocean, and we cannot explore Antarctica. And for some reason, we can't go past the Van Allen radiation belts at this point in time. You know, over 40 years since the NASA program was, or the Apollo program was developed. Essentially, in 2 more years, it'll be 2019. 40 years from that point in time, we put someone on the moon, allegedly. Do we see how none of this makes sense? Do we see why people are trying to censor information? Because there's people better than me out there that are working on the same computations. Bear with me. It's about to go down. And please critically think, critically read, critically interpret information.